Spaghetti and meatballs are a timeless crowd pleaser, and these 10 restaurant chains prove you can enjoy them in many moods, from comforting family-style dining to upscale twists. In this video, we explore Olive Garden, Carrabba's Italian Grill, Maggiano's Little Italy, Buca di Beppo, The Old Spaghetti Factory, Romano's Macaroni Grill, North Italia, Fazoli's, Biaggi's Ristorante Italiano, and Bertucci's. We'll spotlight what makes each chain's take unique, whether it's iconic sauces, bold meatballs, or brick oven flair. Grab your fork and join us as we taste across the country in 10 restaurants that serve spaghetti and meatballs customers love. 1. Olive Garden. America's Italian comfort food champion. Walking into any of Olive Garden's approximately 879 locations nationwide feels like entering an Italian-American comfort food paradise. The sauce clings to each strand with just the right consistency, not too watery, not too thick, creating that perfect balance every pasta lover craves. Their version comes with 3 generously sized meatballs that showcase impressive juiciness, while the pasta maintains that al dente texture that separates amateur chains from the pros. Their meatballs deserve special praise, seasoned with a secret blend of Italian herbs that keeps customers coming back. The famous endless breadsticks serve as perfect sauce-sopping tools after you've devoured every last strand of pasta. My favorite dish of all time, one Instagrammer commented on Olive Garden's post depicting spaghetti and meatballs. With multiple sauce options including marinara, meat sauce, and 5-cheese marinara, diners can customize their experience to match their mood. 2. Carrabba's Italian Grill. Where meatballs become art, Carrabba's Italian Grill delivers one of the best spaghetti and meatballs in town, featuring 3 smaller herb and spice spotted meatballs with pomodoro sauce. What sets this chain apart isn't just the open kitchen concept that lets you watch your meal being prepared. They deliver a wildly better balance of savory sauce to pasta, which saves the spaghetti from being smothered and allows it to show off its own fresh, almost buttery flair. The meatballs are a work of art. Cooked well and compactly with obvious hints of garlic and onion, they're like rounded drops of heaven. The wood-fired cooking method permeates every bite, adding that distinctive smokiness that makes Carrabba's version memorable. Their commitment to authentic Italian preparation techniques shows in every perfectly seasoned sphere that graces your plate. 3. Maggiano's Little Italy. Premium ingredients meet family tradition. And Maggiano's has revolutionized their menu with premium ingredients, and their upgraded spaghetti and meatballs showcase this commitment beautifully. The Wagyu beef meatballs practically melt in your mouth, a texture you just can't achieve with standard ground beef. 1 meatball suffices for a single order because it is comparable in size to a regulation softball, making this dish perfect for sharing or conquering solo if you're particularly hungry. I typically do not like meatballs, but Maggiano's Italian classics have the perfect extra-large meatballs, one Yelp reviewer raved. The tableside service adds theatrical flair when servers grate fresh Parmesan over your steaming plate. The spaghetti noodles are a lot skinnier than all the others, and represent the very definition of al dente, or toothsome. 4. Buca di Beppo. Where everything is bigger and bolder, Buca di Beppo's 80-plus locations serve entrees family style, in large enough servings to feed 3 to 5 people. Their world-famous meatballs measure in a whopping half-pound each, creating a menacing yet mouth-watering sight when they arrive at your table. A small order costs $34.99 and still feeds 3 guests, though you can upgrade to large for $48.99 to feed up to 5. Despite the impressive size, some diners have mixed experiences. While the restaurant boasts boisterous and vibrant decor with checkered covers and nonsensical decor, some find the spaghetti and meatballs humdrum, with sauce that can be boiled down to just a heap of stewed tomatoes with no extra seasonings. However, the sheer spectacle and generous portions keep families coming back for special occasions. 5. The Old Spaghetti Factory. Nostalgic dining with vintage charm. The Old Spaghetti Factory keeps it old school with handmade meatballs and classic marinara served in a vintage setting, calling their dish an Italian classic. that comes with 2 large handmade meatballs, delicately seasoned with herbs and spices. Where else can you feast on spaghetti and meatballs while seated inside a vintage trolley car? This unique dining environment creates memories that last well beyond the meal. Their sauce recipe hasn't changed since 1969, maintaining that classic Italian-American flavor profile that's comforting rather than challenging. The meatballs arrive with the perfect density, substantial enough to require a fork and knife but tender enough to yield easily. Each meal includes bread, salad, and ice cream, making it one of the best pasta values in America. 6. Romano's Macaroni Grill. Customizable pasta excellence. Romano's Macaroni Grill turns diners into pasta architects, with their customizable spaghetti experience that lets you play chef without any of the cleanup. Their signature meatballs feature a blend of beef, pork, and veal that creates an unmatched flavor profile. Unlike other chains, Romano's incorporates ricotta cheese into its meatballs, creating Mom's Ricotta Meatballs plus spaghetti that can be served with either pomodorina or bolognese sauce. Hit the spot, always a good choice, and one of the tastiest I've ever tried, are just 3 ways Yelp reviewers have described the chain's spaghetti and meatballs. However, experiences can vary by location, with some critics noting inconsistency in preparation and presentation. Their house-made meatballs have spoiled some diners for all others. 7. North Italia. Upscale simplicity with fresh ingredients. North Italia's spaghetti sauce is distinctly sweet, but conspicuously absent is even the slightest hint of preserved tomato paste. Instead, this sauce tastes of little more than crushed tomatoes, basil and garlic, plus a generous splash of olive oil and maybe a big pinch of sugar. The meatballs are roughly the size of golf balls, 5 or 6 to an order, with no two shaped exactly the same. They're so tender they sometimes fall apart as the cooks toss everything together. What makes North Italia unique is their pasta choice. While they call it spaghetti, the noodles used at North are technically bucatini, which look like spaghetti but actually have a tiny pinhole that runs through the center of each strand. One fan wrote on X, "I don't know what North Italia does to their meatballs, but I am hooked," while another user said it did not disappoint. 8. Fazoli's. Fast casual Italian excellence. Sometimes a spaghetti craving hits when you're short on time and cash. Enter Fazoli's, the fast casual Italian chain that delivers remarkable quality considering the price point and speed. The sauce leans slightly sweet with a pronounced basil note, while the meatballs maintain impressive tenderness despite the quick service format. The breadsticks alone deserve their own fan club, pillowy, garlic-buttered perfection that servers bring around continuously. Their menu features spaghetti with marinara sauce topped with 3 meatballs baked with mozzarella and provolone cheeses, and includes 2 of our signature garlic breadsticks. With thousands of locations nationwide, Fazoli's proves you don't need white tablecloths or hour-long waits to enjoy satisfying Italian-American classics. 9. Biaggi's Ristorante Italiano. Sicilian tradition meets modern dining. Since opening its doors in Bloomington, Illinois, in 1999, Biaggi's Ristorante Italiano has expanded to 13 locations. Their dish consists of house-made Sicilian meatballs, marinara sauce, and Parmigiano Reggiano cheese served on top of spaghetti. One Reddit user called Biaggi's the best Italian in town, describing their spaghetti and meatballs as amazing, while another fan on Yelp said the dish tasted like true Sicilian pasta. What sets Biaggi's apart is their commitment to authentic Sicilian preparation methods. The house-made meatballs showcase traditional seasoning techniques passed down through generations. Their marinara sauce provides the perfect acidic balance to complement the rich, herb-infused meatballs. The generous sprinkling of authentic Parmigiano Reggiano adds that final touch of Italian sophistication that elevates this dish above typical chain restaurant offerings. 10. Bertucci's. Brick oven magic beyond pizza. Bertucci's might be famous for their brick oven pizzas, but skipping their spaghetti and meatballs would be a serious mistake. The brick ovens that make their pizzas legendary also contribute to their meatballs' distinct character. Each meatball emerges with a slightly caramelized exterior that locks in moisture and flavor, while their sauce deserves special mention as a robust, chunky marinara that tastes garden fresh even in winter months. Bertucci's is famed for its wood-fired oven, adding a unique touch to their spaghetti and meatballs. The dish is a comforting blend of flavors, with meatballs that are juicy and rich in taste, complemented by a savory tomato sauce. The warm and inviting atmosphere, along with the aroma of freshly baked bread, creates a homely dining experience. However, some locations have received mixed reviews regarding consistency and portion sizes. There's something magical about twirling that perfect forkful of spaghetti while a tender, flavorful meatball waits patiently on your spoon. These 10 restaurant chains have mastered the delicate balance of pasta, sauce, and seasoned meat that makes this dish a beloved comfort food classic. Whether you're craving Olive Garden's endless breadsticks, Carrabba's artistic meatballs, or Fazoli's budget-friendly excellence, each chain offers its own interpretation of this Italian-American favorite. What makes your ideal plate of spaghetti and meatballs unforgettable?